Welcome inside Clarence Turner Gymnasium here on the campus of Camden High School. I'm Mike Shute, here for a big one tonight. This Middle Township out of the Cape Atlantic League American Division, the champs in that division, travel north to face the Camden High School Panthers. It's Panthers versus Panthers here on a Friday night in Camden, here for the Group 2 title. Two teams not strangers to one another, as they have met in this game, the South Jersey Group 2 title game, each of the last 2 years. Camden winning both of those back in 2024 by the score of 80-55, and last year on March 8th of 2025, Camden beating Middle by the score of 85-50. Now you've got some guys with experience on this Middle Township team who are back. They've been here before. They've played in this building. They know what it's like. For Camden, basically their entire roster is new. None of these guys played in this game last year. So maybe Middle can take some of that experience, some of that, past disappointment, turn that frustration upside down and get themselves on the right track here tonight inside of Clarence Turner Gymnasium. And for Camden, of course, coached by Jason Harrigan, his first year as the head coach here at Camden, so his first taste of the South Jersey Group 2 tournament. But he is ready to go. The team seems to be about 100% healthy. Drayden Garner, we know, was a little bit nicked up with that rolled ankle against Cinnamons, and so he missed the East Side and Lower Cape May games in this state tournament run. But he looks good to go tonight. He's ready, he's dressed, and will be on the bench. Not in a starting role, but certainly a key player off the bench for Camden. We will step away now as our public address announcer, Mr. Stacy Jones, has some announcements, and we'll come back with the starters after this. You're watching Camden High School basketball on BFA Sports.
Game Changer is the #1 youth sports app for coaches, fans, and athletes. With easy-to-use features like team messaging and scheduling, scorekeeping, and live streaming, it's the one-tap app to take your season to the next level. Stay organized with Game Changer's free team management tools. Coaches and team staff can add schedules and set event locations, while fans can sync events to their personal calendars. Plus, enhanced messaging and alerts, photo and video sharing, and RSVP features keep everyone who needs to know in the know. Using just a smartphone or external camera, any coach, parent, or manager can set up an amazing live video stream of every game for family and fans who can't be there in person, no matter where they are, so they never have to miss a moment. After the game, coaches and subscribers can review game film in the app at any time with archived full event videos and highlight clips. With simple and intuitive digital scorekeeping, any member of your team community can keep score of every game. And when you stream and score, an on-screen scoreboard allows everyone to keep up with the action in real time. Make this season one to remember with Game Changer. Stream, score, connect.
Camden High School Band performing the national anthem here before tip-off of tonight's South Jersey Group 2 sectional championship game between the Camden High School Panthers and the visiting Middle Township High School Panthers. We'll get the starting lineups now from our public address announcer, Mr. Stacy Jones. Middle Township comes in at 17 and 11 overall. Camden 18 and 10. And here's your starters.
Middle Township. Number 0, senior Chase Moore. We have a junior, number 4, Mason Morowski. We have a senior, number 32, Alex Daniel. We have a junior, number 21, Kanye Perkins. And number 11, sophomore, Angela Frazini. The Panthers are coached by L. Brew. And now, your Camden High School Panthers. Number 23, sophomore, Andre Robinson. Number 12, senior, Keyshawn Franklin. We have a sophomore, number 11, Tyree Thorpe. And number 2 is the junior, Jaden Doctor. And number 1, the senior, Alex Pace. The Camden High School Panthers are coached by Jason Harris.
So there you have your starters for tonight. We'll go through them again. Middle Township, number 0, senior Chase Moore. Number 4, junior Mason Morowski. Number 11, Angelo Panzini. He's a sophomore. He'll handle the point to start things from middle. Number 21, Kanye Perkins. He's their big man at 6'7". And number 32, senior forward Alex Daniel. Daniel, a former player at Wildwood Catholic the last 2 years, transferred to middle this year. And for Camden, Alex Pace. He of the 51-point performance in the quarterfinals. He's the senior, joined by junior Jaden Doctor, Tyree Thorpe, the sophomore, Keyshawn Franklin, a junior, great second-hand scorer to the supplement the performances of Alex Pace, and sophomore Andre Robinson. We'll jump it up against Kanye Perkins as we are underway here in Clarence Turner Gymnasium. Middle Township wins the tap. The possession arrow will be with Camden, and Panzini will control against Thorpe. This is Daniel. Back to Perkins. Perkins, don't be deceived. He'll shoot some threes from out there with that size. This is Moore. Moore has it slapped away, but right into the hands of a middle teammate as Morowski grabbed it but couldn't finish it off. Robinson with a great catch in traffic, goes up strong and scores. Robinson, great release and a great outlet, and Camden's on the board quickly, 2-0. Morowski gives it inside the circle to Chase Moore. Moore, one of the 2 senior forwards on this team, with Daniel, who has the ball now, 32, against Franklin. Good spin move, left hand is good. Nice move from Alex Daniel. So the 2 big men, or 2 of the big men for each team, get on the board first, scoring in the paint. Here's Pace, double teamed. They're going to jump at him. Uses the left hand to get away. Now basically triple teamed. Robinson looks down low. Kicks it to Doctor. Out to Franklin. 3 is good. Keyshawn Franklin's 3 is up and good. And if Keyshawn Franklin's shooting the ball well, that's a huge plus for Coach Jason Harrigan and his Camden High squad. Here's Morowski against Pace. They go low to Perkins, guarded by Robinson. Perkins puts it on the floor. Fall-away jumper is going to be short. Battle for the rebound. The foul's going to be underneath against Jaden Doctor, as Doctor was trying to box out against Chase Moore. So Doctor picks up his first. First foul of the game for either side here, as we're about a minute and a half into play. Robinson slaps it away and then has it go out of bounds. Good D by the big man for Camden. Of course, defensive specialty on the Camden High football team as well. 41 tackles this season on the defensive line for the Camden Panthers as they won the state title this year in football. Long pass out near midcourt is collected by Daniel. Three from the left side is good. Morawski, he's the top three-point shooter on this Middle Township team. Knocks that one down, and each team matching one another. Both teams scoring in the paint, both teams scoring from three. Jaden Doctor with it. Now gives to Franklin, but he traveled. Franklin traveled. So a turnover for Camden. Panzini goes baseline. Daniel, little head and shoulders fake. Swings the top of the key. Perkins, as I said, he'll shoot that three. Missed it. Pace, long rebound. Camden 3-on-2 the other way. Pace pulls up at the free throw line. Missed it short. Strong board by Perkins the other way. Perkins will hand it off to Moore. And you'll see the big man for Middle will control the ball. They'll bring it up sometimes, the forwards. Here's Franklin with the steal. Pokes it away. Floats and scores. Keyshawn Franklin has 5. Camden back out front, 7-5. Panzini hounded by Thorpe. They go to Moore, then Perkins. Daniel gets away from Franklin. Left hand scores. Alex Daniels got 4 here in the early going. 3 ball on the way from Pace. Missed it. Thorpe almost got the rebound. Daniel slapped it away, but Doctor collects. Doctor gets into the paint. Now back out to Pace. He'll step into it. No, he'll put it on the floor. Pull up from 2. Missed it short. Robinson strong board in the paint. Right-handed hook shot. That won't fall. Camden, multiple opportunities there. Couldn't cash in. Middle the other way. Morawski. Now Moore. This is Perkins against Robinson. Camden playing man-to-man defense. Thorpe all over Panzini. Now Daniel again. Franklin's going to poke at it and poke it away. Daniel used the right hand to get by. Floats it up. Can't score, but he draws the contact. We've got a foul underneath. It's going to go against Tyree Thorpe. That's his first. 2 team fouls against Camden. And I believe we will have Daniel shooting 2. Alex Daniel, I mentioned, transfer from Wildwood Catholic. Played his freshman year at Wildwood. So he's got 4 seasons of varsity basketball and has played 106 career games at the varsity level. Makes the first. He's got 5. Daniel went over the 1,000 career point mark this year in a game at Middle Township. It was actually the first game he played, a game at Mainland. It was the first game he played at Middle when he scored 10 points on January 16th of this year. Makes them both, so he's got 6. And the visitors are out front 9-7. Here's Pace into the paint. He's going to kick it out. Open 3 for Doctor. Off the mark. Collision underneath between Robinson and Moore. And Middle clears the rebound. Here's Moore pounding the dribble against Doctor. Goes left, doesn't use the screen. Doctor swats it away. Thorpe outlets to Franklin. Franklin has it swiped, though, from behind by Panzini. It's going to stay with Camden. Franklin just couldn't get the handle on it. His pace was out in front. Wanted that to get the finish, but Panzini just hustled down and made the play. Middle Township, the number 4 seed in South Jersey Group 2. Camden, the number 2 seed. Middle defeated number 1 Haddonfield on Tuesday by the score of 50-45 at Haddonfield to advance. Moore had 17 to lead the way in that one. Thorpe will take the long inbounds from Robinson. Franklin squares up, shoots it, short. Rebound Panzini, and he'll give it to Moore. Moore in a hurry against Doctor. Now Panzini, guarded by Franklin. Thorpe has gone to D up against Alex Daniel. The sophomore guarding the senior. Now they double team him. The ball slapped away. Everyone's diving on the floor for it. And it's going to be off Middle. It'll be Camden basketball. Alex Daniel helping Tyree Thorpe up. Good sportsmanship there as everyone went for the loose ball. And Daniel, like Robinson, both have played, well, both dove away after that loose ball. And we'll have Pace in the corner. Step back 3. Got it. Alex Pace is on the board. He's got 3. Camden back in front 10-9. Really good back and forth here between these two teams. Oh, Robinson knocked it away, got out in front, but they're going to call a foul on Andre Robinson. That'll be his first. They're going to say he was holding Daniel underneath. That's going to be the 3rd team foul against Camden. None against Middle so far. Makai Hart will check in. He'll replace Tyree Thorpe, the senior transfer from Kingsway, in the lineup for the first time today. Pace slaps it away from Morawski. Camden again staying in that man-to-man defense. South Jersey Group 4 game is finished today at Cherry Hill East, and East beat Lenape by the score of 57-42. Chase gets by Doctor, leaves it for Daniel. Nicely done by Middle. Alex Daniels got 8 already, 8 of Middle's 11. He has scored 40 points in the state tournament so far, so he's been effective, but really turn it up a notch here. Pace missed the 3. Morawski with the board. Panzini gets it. Now to Moore. Moore pounds the dribble. Gives it baseline to Perkins. Turnaround jumper. Rolls around, no good. Pace with the rebound as Franklin was defending. Pace gets into the paint. Leaves it for Doctor. Now Hart thought about 3. Gives it to Doctor. Doctor double teamed in the paint. Goes up strong, and it spills out. Looked like that was down. Morawski tried to get loose. Daniel long outlet. Doctor got a hand up to defend it. That'll slow things down, and Middle will reset. They look back to their head coach, Lamar Greer, who's played in a few of these games himself for Middle Township, as he calls out the play for his Panthers. There's Perkins for 3. Got it. Kanye Perkins' first points of the evening. He's got 3. Middle back in front, 14-10. Under 2 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. Pace against Robinson here in a jam-packed Clarence Turner Gymnasium. Robinson, good cut from Doctor, and a ball fake. Gets his defender in the air. Score it, and 1 for Jaden Doctor. Nicely done. Foul's going to be on number 21, Kanye Perkins. That's his first, and the first team foul for Middle here in the first quarter. Adam Bwabeck checks in for Middle Township. Number 3 in white. Doctor knocks down the free throw. He's got 3, and Camden's back within 1. 14-13 Middle leads. Daniel almost walked, lobs it up for Perkins, then gets across the timeline and takes the pass. He'll keep the dribble. Daniel is a left-hander, so you'll see him go to his left a little bit more with that dribble. Moore picks up his dribble way out high, gets it to Perkins along the baseline. Perkins against Franklin, just mano-a-mano. Perkins scores it. Perkins gets it back, but then Moore on the rebound, and he goes up strong against Franklin. Score that basket. And the foul's going to be against Keyshawn Franklin, so he's got 1. 4 of Camden's 5 starters, each with a personal foul here in quarter number 1. Chase Moore makes the bucket. He'll have a free throw, and he missed it. Long rebound comes out, but Perkins gathers it as Camden didn't box out. 3, Morawski is good. Mason Morawski has 6, and it's a 19-13 lead for Middle Township. This may be the largest lead any team has had against Camden in the postseason so far, as Camden's pretty much rolled throughout, winning their first 3 games relatively handily. Here's Doctor. That's Makai Hart. Inside to Robinson. Now Doctor with the finish. Jaden Doctor, he has 5 in a hurry, and it's a Middle Township 19-15 lead. Here's Chase Moore setting things up for Middle. Daniel on the baseline. Daniel just plowing into Robinson. Good matchup. And what do we got? Travel is the call on Alex Daniel. Yeah, 1 too many steps there. And with 28 seconds left to go, it'll be Camden basketball. Another sub for Middle. Michael Farrow will come into the game. He'll replace Mason Morawski. Morawski with 2 threes in the first quarter, helping Middle build this 19-15 lead. Camden will hold for the last shot here. Pace gets it across the timeline. Now Doctor. Clock running with 16, now 15. Pace and Hart play catch. Middle extending its zone. Pace, little hesitation, gets into the paint, kicks it out. Franklin for 3. He made it, but there's a whistle underneath. No basket. There's a foul underneath, and it's going to be an offensive foul against Alex Pace. So we've got each of Camden's 5 starters with 1 personal foul here in quarter number 1. And Middle will have it with 5.7 seconds left to go here. Trying to add to their 4-point advantage. They get it in. Daniel with the catch. He's going to bomb away. It's no good off the bottom of the backboard. Franklin rebounds harmlessly, and we'll go to quarter number 2. After 1, it's the visitors, Middle, 19, the homestanding Camden Panthers, 15. You are watching Camden High School basketball on BFA Sports.
In this game, they say you can't travel, but we do it for them. Beating the buzzer, setting a screen, creating the comeback. Always keeping score. Play by play, season by season, year after year. And no matter where our seats are, we're always here with you. Because this isn't labor, it's love.
Back here inside Clarence Turner Gymnasium, I am Mike Shute. You're watching the South Jersey Group 2 final here on a Friday night. Glad you could join us. As these two teams certainly not unfamiliar with one another, as they've played for this in this championship game each of the last 2 seasons, the 3rd straight meeting in this title game. Camden, the 2 seed, playing host. Number 4 seed is Middle Township. Middle with a strong first quarter, leading 19-15. It'll be Camden basketball here to start quarter number 2, as they did not have to go to the possession arrow in the first quarter, so it'll be Camden ball. Andre Robinson right in front of us will inbound. Makai Hart will collect. It's Jaden Doctor. They're running at the ball now as Middle, double teaming it every chance they get with some fresh legs out there as Farrow stays in the game, number 22. Hart pounds the dribble, looking in high post for Robinson, back outside to Pace, corner, Franklin 3, missed it, rebound comes out, grabbed by Perkins, but Robinson just took it away from him, the hook shot no good, Doctor strong rebound, and Camden will reset. So Camden missing some shots tonight here in the early going. A steal almost, and then it's tied up. Possession arrow will go to Middle Township. Nicely done by Chase Moore, number 0 for Middle. Morowski will return. Number 4 checks in for 21 Kanye Perkins. So Middle has Moore on the floor. Blabek, Daniels, Farrow, and the aforementioned Morowski, who's got 8 on a nice cut there and a good pass from Daniel. So it's a 6-point advantage for Middle here. Robinson brings it across the timeline against Daniel. Hart against Morowski as Middle plays man defense as well. Pace going against Moore. The kind of double at him. Pace pulls up, bounces straight up in the air. The shot is no good. Moore with another rebound. He's got a career-high 17 boards in a game. He's been busy on the boards here in this one. Moore with it against Hart. Pace double team, steals it. Pace will have an easy one here. Left-hand layup is good for Pace. He's got 5, and it's now a 21-17 advantage for Middle. Moore again against Hart. Moore spins away. Daniel with it. Daniel against Robinson. This is just a battle of 2 big men going at it. Robinson wins that battle as he steals it away, then gets it to Hart. Hart had a little trouble with it against Moore, but is able to collect it. Now we'll pull up for 3. Hart can't get it to fall. The box out, nicely done by Middle as Wabeck kept Franklin off the glass, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Camden. Tyree Thorpe will return to the Camden lineup, replacing Hart. Drayden Garner's going to see his first action. He'll replace Robinson. Now Garner missed the East Side game and the Lower Cape May game, so the last time he played was Thursday, February 26th against Cinnaminson in the first round of the tournament. So he should be rested, but is he a little bit rusty? We'll see. Farrow has it in the corner against Franklin. Nice catch on the curl by Moore. Leaves it underneath for Daniel. Daniel against Garner. Soft touch and he scores. Alex Daniel with 10 of Middle's 23. He is just owning the paint right now. Pace trying to shake free, leaves it for Garner. Garner out to Thorpe. He'll step and shoot. Missed it. Garner in position for the rebound, as is Doctor. We're going to foul underneath. I believe it's going to go against Middle. It will. It's going to be Adam Bwabek, his first. And that's the first foul for either team here in quarter number 2. And we're 2:41 into play here in the second. Garner catches the inbound to Doctor. Back to Pace. Franklin, his three is off slightly to the right. The rebound by Moore again. He's been all over the glass tonight. Morawski thought about three. Leaves it back for Daniel. Just couldn't get open. Good hustle by Thorpe to recover there and take away that three-point shot from Morawski. Here's Daniel against Garner. Now Bwabek. Three. Got it. 3 points for number 3, his first bucket of the day. And it's a 9-point Middle Township edge. Pace against Daniel. Now he's double teamed by Farrow. Garner, corner. Doctor's three is way off, a bit long. Daniel with the rebound, guarded by Thorpe. He'll give it up to Moore. Moore against Thorpe, out here near center court. Thorpe, a tough defender. Probably as tough as you're going to see in South Jersey, honestly. Morawski thought about three. Head fakes, gets in the paint, loops it up. Can't get it. Garner fights his way for the board. 9-point edge for Middle. Clearly Camden has not been behind by this many in a while. Pace spins into the paint. Nice look underneath to Franklin, who scores. And we've got a timeout for Camden. Camden calls a timeout as Franklin with 7, and it's a 7-point Middle Township advantage. We've got a full timeout. We'll take a quick break. It's Middle Township 26, Camden 19. You're watching Camden High School basketball on BFA Sports. So here in the second quarter, Middle Township, you see their huddle. They've outscored Camden by the score of 7-4 in this quarter to extend their lead to 26-19. After one, it was 19-15 in favor of Middle. Lamar Greer, the head coach for Middle Township, won his 100th game back on February 13th in a 60-55 win over Vineland in the Cal Tournament quarterfinals. He's now got 103 wins, 44 losses in his 5th season. And we got a timeout for Middle as they threw it in, but weren't really quite ready to handle the pressure from Camden. So they're going to call a 30 here with 3:59 left to go here in quarter number 2. We'll keep it here, though. So Greer, he was, you may remember, you may not, he was the 1994 New Jersey High School Player of the Year at Middle. They won back-to-back Group 2 state titles in his junior and senior year. That senior year was 94 when he won the New Jersey Player of the Year. And in 93, they got to the final of the Tournament of Champions, losing to very powerful St. Anthony High School in 93. So he's got experience playing in these big games. He's trying to push that experience onto his players. For Coach Jason Harrigan, he called that timeout prior to Middle's timeout. It's not been unusual for Harrigan to call an early timeout in the game after his team scores a basket, just to kind of settle things down and have a touch point with his team to discuss where they stand. So we are just about ready to put it in here as we're midway through quarter number 2. Hold on, we got a whistle again. They're trying to get the Middle Township bench sorted out there and get everybody given some space away from the sideline. So Middle ready to chuck it in now. Bwabek does, gets it back from Farrow. Now Bwabek against Thorpe. Moore looking up the court for Farrow, who couldn't hold on, and he goes out of bounds with it. So it's a turnover for Middle. They did not handle that Camden pressure very well. Andre Robinson will return. Drayden Garner with some effective minutes comes back in. Alex Daniel likewise will check back in. He'll replace Michael Farrow. So for Camden, you've got Pace, Robinson, Thorpe, Doctor, and Franklin on the floor, the starters for Camden. Robinson will give it to Pace. Pace looking towards the right sideline. Shot hits nothing. Rebound by Moore. Quick out to Morawski. He'll stop and pop for three. That's true. Morawski's got 3 threes and 11 points. Pace harassed a little bit there by Moore. And it's a 10-point Middle Township advantage, stunning the crowd here inside of Clarence Turner Gymnasium. Robinson against Daniel. Thorpe now against Morawski. He's going to drive. Thorpe, nice move. Missed a left-hand layup, though. Goes out of bounds to Middle. That was a really nice move by Tyree Thorpe, but just couldn't finish. And that's been kind of the theme of the game so far for Camden, having trouble finishing at the rim. 3:06 left to go here in quarter number two. Middle with the 10-point lead. Wabeck with the catch. Had a little bit of space. Now he's double-teamed by Franklin and Pace. Dives and throws it to his teammate Daniel to get rid of it. Daniel, the senior lefty, against Pace. Sees a little bit of a physical mismatch. Now gives it to Wabeck. Floats it up and good. Wabeck's got 5, and it's another timeout for Camden. It'll be a 30, and Middle Township is hype. They've got a small crowd of fans behind their bench, and they are excited, to say the least, up by 12 here against Camden, who's in the huddle to talk things over here. A 30-second timeout for Coach Jason Harrigan. Again, his first season as the head coach here at Camden, but of course experience, as I mentioned in the past. He was an assistant coach on the state title team he was an assistant coach here at Camden in the past under Vic Karstarfin, who's here in the house today, the Camden City mayor and former great for Camden High. Sitting to our left. So they talk things over and we're ready to resume again. 2:44 left to go. Tyree Thorpe will come down and help out with the inbound as Pace carries his defender away from the ball. Thorpe with the dribble across the timeline, looks back at the bench, gives it to Robinson. Robinson will hold. Now Pace gets it, guarded by Moore. Middle just extending, chasing the ball. Now Robinson in the right corner. Doctor inside to Franklin, outside to Robinson. Now Doctor again. Moore seems to be just chasing Pace all over the court, so it's almost like a box and one, it looks like, against Pace. And Camden has to realize that and then understand how to attack it. Dribble lost by Pace, collected by Middle. As Perkins scooped it up, gives it to Moore. Wabeck looks inside to Perkins. Perkins just bullies Thorpe and scores the hook shot. Perkins with 5, and it's 33-19 Middle. They quick get it to Doctor. Doctor spins into the paint. Has it tied up for a second. Shoves his way through. Can't get the finish. And it's another rebound for Moore. And we got a jump ball to call. Jump ball is the call. And it's going to be Camden basketball. Doctor tied things up. He was frustrated that there was no foul called the other way. And it's going to be a jump ball call. Lamar Greer trying to keep his troops focused. You see the coach there in gray standing on the sideline. And Camden to inbound. Pace with the catch, guarded by Moore. Pulls up for 3, missed it long, but he's fouled. Pace knocked down, shooting the 3. So Pace will get 3 free throws here. He's got 5 points tonight, and he's got 1 personal foul against him in the first quarter. As each of Camden's starters picked up a personal in the first quarter. No team fouls against Camden here in this second quarter. The foul went against Moore. That's his first. That's the second for Middle here in the second quarter. Pace, a really good free throw shooter, nearly 80% this year. Will have 3. First is good. That gives him 6. Averaging over 23 points per game this season. Has made 72 three-pointers, including 1 today. Had that career-high 51 points against Eastside last Saturday. 16 twos he made, 5 threes, and was 4 for 6 at the line. Makes his second free throw and will have a third on the way. Cuts the lead to 12 and trying to get it to 11 here. His Pace knocks down all three. He's got 8, and the middle lead is 11, 33-22 as we approach a minute 30 left to go here in quarter number 2. Alex Daniel will bring it up. Good handle for the big man, guarded by Robinson, floats a pass to Moore. Moore guarded by Doctor. Daniel looks back to the bench. Robinson right up in his grill. Doctor almost got screened off, was able to recover and defend. Yeah, they double team the ball, and we got a travel as Moore drug his pivot foot a little bit. So Camden's jumping defense, double teaming, forces a turnover, and Camden gets the ball back. Michael Farrow will come back in. He'll replace Chase Moore. I think Coach Greer sensed Moore was a little bit frustrated there, wanted to get him out. Here's Pace to Franklin. Now Robinson, top of the key. Wabeck guards him. Pace again, guarded by Farrow. Good look inside to Robinson, who steps away, misses the hook. Daniel rebounds. Just shots not dropping for Camden here in the first quarter. Farrow for 3 from the corner. Oh, that was down and came out. Franklin tried to get the rebound and just swatted away from him. Morawski collects. And now Farrow will get it, guarded by Pace. Camden playing man defense. Daniel guarded by Franklin. If you're Camden, that's where you want Daniel catching the ball, way out near center court, not in the paint. Morawski catches 3. Good. Morawski on fire. He's got 14. His career high is 28. But 4 threes here in the first quarter has put Middle up by 14 as we are in the waning seconds of the second quarter. 12 seconds left to go. 10. Doctor with the ball in the corner. Puts it on the floor. 6 seconds left. Doctor in traffic. 5, 4. The layup no good. Wabeck catches, and Middle will just dribble it out and run to the locker room with a 14-point halftime lead. Wow, what a half of basketball we saw here from Middle Township. And Camden High School will head to the locker room thinking about what they need to do to solve this puzzle that is Middle Township tonight. Getting a look at some highlights, and Middle has done a nice job mixing it up. They've had 5 different players score. Daniel with 8, Morawski with 14, Perkins and Wabeck each with 5, more with a bucket as well. And it's 36-22 at halftime. We'll step away, regroup, and get ready for what should be an amazing second half of basketball here in the South Jersey Group 2 final. You're watching Camden High Basketball on BFA Sports.
Game Changer is the #1 youth sports app for coaches, fans, and athletes. With easy-to-use features like team messaging and scheduling, scorekeeping, and live streaming, it's the one-tap app to take your season to the next level. Stay organized with Game Changer's free team management tools. Coaches and team staff can add schedules and set event locations, while fans can sync events to their personal calendars. Plus, enhanced messaging and alerts, photo and video sharing, and RSVP features keep everyone who needs to know in the know. Using just a smartphone or external camera, any coach, parent, or manager can set up an amazing live video stream of every game for family and fans who can't be there in person, no matter where they are, so they never have to miss a moment. After the game, coaches and subscribers can review game film in the app at any time with archived full event videos and highlight clips. With simple and intuitive digital scorekeeping, any member of your team community can keep score of every game. And when you stream and score, an on-screen scoreboard allows everyone to keep up with the action in real time. Make this season one to remember with Game Changer. Stream, score, connect.
Treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me make it, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Won't
Back here inside Clarence Turner Gymnasium, I am Mike Schutz. You're watching Camden High School basketball on BFA Sports. Today's South Jersey Group 2 sectional title game brought to you by the Game Changer app. Camden trailing here at home by 14, 36-22, by far the largest deficit they've faced in this state tournament. Camden, the number 2 seed, rolled on Cinnamon, winning by 50 in the first round. Took on cross-city rival Eastside in the quarterfinals, beat them 98-65. And then Camden here on Tuesday turned away Lower Cape May, another team from the Cape Atlantic League, beating them 62-35 to get here to today. Meanwhile, Middle Township, the other Panthers, winning 77-52 in the first round over 13th-seeded Barnegat. Then they topped 12th-seeded Sterling by the score of 79-53 before upsetting the top seed Haddonfield on Tuesday, 50-45. That game inside of the Haddonfield High School Memorial Gym. Haddonfield Memorial High School Gym, I should say, on Tuesday. So that's how these two teams got to where we are today. Middle Township has built a 14-point lead in the first half on the strength of some excellent shooting, particularly Mason Morawski hitting 4 threes. They've hit 6 threes as a team. Camden, meanwhile, has hit just 2. And that's pretty much the difference, the strong outside shooting. Panzini guarded by Tyree Thorpe. Thorpe all over Panzini, and he's a tough defender. Franklin with the steal against Daniel. He will lay it in. Oh, he missed it. Franklin missed the easy layup. Daniel hustling back to get the rebound. Here comes Middle the other way. 3 from the left side. No good for Moore. Thorpe with it. Thorpe to Franklin. Franklin the doctor. Starters on the floor for each team here to start things in the second half. Robinson, top of the key. He will go right at Daniel. Hook shot, no good. Foul against Daniel. They're going to call him for the elbow. Bodying as the 2 big men bodied up. That's the first foul against Alex Daniel. First team foul for either team here in the second half. Robinson with the catch in traffic. Soft right hand is good. They're going to need a big second half from Andre Robinson inside. He's got 4, and the lead is sliced to 12. Here's Moore in front of his bench. Perkins, guarded by Robinson. Now Morawski against Pace. Daniel against Franklin. Now Thorpe, number 11, against Panzini, number 11 for Middle. Perkins guarded by Robinson. Daniel, Panzini looking to go inside. Dumps it to Perkins against Robinson. Squares up. Now a cutter. Morawski with the catch, but was in an awkward position. Maybe an ill-advised shot there. And here comes Camden. Doctor will drive baseline. Kick it out to the bench. Harrigan bounces the ball angrily. Not happy with the Camden turnover there, as Doctor will head back on defense. Doctor and Harrigan both came to Camden after being at St. Joe's Prep in Philadelphia last year. Here's Panzini, gets by Thorpe. Panzini will drive into the paint, tried to leave it off for Perkins, bounced it off his leg, but Perkins collects. Daniel against Franklin. Doctor goes through. Franklin with a good poke away. Thorpe collects it against Morawski. Thorpe left-hand drive. He can't get the layup to go. Ooh, Doctor collides with Moore. No foul called. Here's Moore on the run. In the paint, scores. Chase Moore has 4, and the lead back to 14 for Middle. Camden just missing some easy ones tonight. Pace calling out the play to Robinson. Wants a screen. Tries to go against Daniel. Now they have Franklin wide open for 3. That one rattles out. Robinson, strong rebound, goes up. Can't finish, but a foul is called as Robinson, again, trying to take care of business in the paint. He will shoot 2, Andre Robinson. Didn't catch who the foul was on the announcement in the building. If it was Daniel, that's his second. If it was Perkins, it's his second. I think they might have called it on Perkins as Robinson makes the first. He's got 5. He's the only player on this Camden team that played in this game last year. Missed the second after a little bouncing around. The rebound collected by Middle. Panzini will throw that into the visitors' fan section out of bounds. So It'll be Camden basketball.
Number 22, Mike Farrell.
22, Mike Farrow comes in, replacing Panzini. So the turnover has Panzini with his head in his shirt over there on the bench. And Coach Lamar Greer gets him out of there quickly. Robinson will dribble into the paint, go right up against Daniel, and a foul, again, a block on Alex Daniel. That's it. That's 2 on Daniel. And Robinson will go back to the line. So 2 more for Robinson. Free throws are going to be key for Camden. They've gotten to the line 422 times this season. Almost 15 times per game. Robinson makes the first, so he's 2 for 3 at the line. During the season, he was about a 55% free throw shooter. He reached double figures 9 times this season, but did so in 4 of the first 5 games for Camden. He makes both there. He's got 7, and the lead sliced to 11, and almost another middle turnover. Moore gets it, dribbles it off his foot, the ball's loose. Doctor on the floor, now another dive, and we've got a timeout called by head coach Lamar Greer, smartly calling timeout at 30 to keep possession of the ball. Smart move by the head coach of Middle to keep possession. So each of these 2 teams will talk things over. By the way, our officials tonight here at Camden High School. The referee is Jason Smith. Our 2 umpires who we're just talking things over along the baseline, Brian Kessler, and there you see just walking into your photo, Jordan Avalon. There is also an alternate official here tonight. His name is Michael Olson. Glad you could join us for this one here in a jam-packed Clarence Turner Gymnasium. Parking was at a premium. There's people all over the streets parking here in the Parkside section of Camden. And the Camden cheerleaders finishing up their routine. You see Jason Harrigan, the Camden High head coach, beginning his first year at Camden. Took over for Malik Waynes, the former Villanova standout, who took over for Rick Brunson, who is the father of a former Villanova standout, of course, Jalen Brunson with the Knicks. Morawski got into the paint, pivoted out of it, dumped it to Perkins, gets it back. Now Daniel. This is Moore, guarded by Doctor. Moore to Daniel. Now Morawski spins away from Pace. Farrow, guarded by Doctor. Doctor and Thorpe, just really tough defenders. And Doctor forces the turnover, and he is fired up. Jaden Doctor forces the turnover, and he is ready to play some defense here in the second half. Camden gets it back, trailing by 11. Pace will go against Farrow, who is also a quick defender. Pace picks up the dribble, looks for help. Comley drops to Franklin. Franklin to Robinson. Robinson against Daniel, floats it up, can't get it. Rebound by Doctor, and it's slapped away by Middle. Moore last touched it. Actually, they got a foul along the baseline. The foul's going to be against Michael Farrow, 22. That's his first. That's the 4th team foul for Middle here in quarter number 3. Doctor, catch and shoot 3. Got it. Jaden Doctor having a good game. He's got 8. And the lead now is 8. Daniel brings it up. Morawski. Garner has checked in for Robinson. Garner against Perkins, the freshman. Oh, and a good finish by Chase Moore. Somehow he got that to drop. He's got 6, and it's back to a 10-point Middle advantage. Pace in the paint. Kicks it out to Franklin. Catch and shoot 3. Got it. Keyshawn Franklin has 10. Camden scrapping its way back. It's now a 40-33 Middle advantage. Daniel against Doctor. Now Moore against Pace. Moore will hold. Looking for a screen, runs into some traffic, dribble right into Garner, he takes it away. Garner drives, can't finish. The shot is blocked though by Moore, and it'll be Camden ball on the baseline. Garner just couldn't finish. Good hustle defensively by Moore to slap it away. So it will be Camden basketball here on the baseline. Harrigan thought there was a foul. No call made though, just out of bounds. Doctor with the catch, gets it from Pace. Pace looking to get it back. Now a foul against Moore as he reached in. That'll be his second. And that's the 5th team foul against Middle. So we'll have free throws here for Camden. That's the 3rd foul against Chase Moore, according to the public address announcement. And we should have 2 free throws here for Jaden Doctor. Subbing into the game for Middle, number 5, Darian Hawkins, the junior, comes in, his first action. He's only played in 11 games this season, so they're trying to get some time out of him to give Panzini a break and to give Farrow a break. Doctor missed the first. Camden's going to need to hit free throws, especially here in this 3rd quarter. They've already got 5 against Middle. So they'll get some opportunities here in this quarter. Doctor with 8, looking for 9, trying to cut the lead to 6. Got it. Doctor 4 points here in the second half. He's got 9. The Middle Township lead is 6, 40-34. Hawkins against Tyree Thorpe. Hawkins lost the dribble, got it back. Gives it to Moore. Moore in the paint. Lobs it up in a jam. Kanye Perkins with the dunk. He's got 7, and we got whistles, and we've got a timeout. Let's see what we got. We got a timeout Middle. Full timeout Middle Township here as they take an 8-point lead after the alley-oop dunk you saw there from Kanye Perkins. Nicely done set play by Middle in that situation. They called timeout there, and I believe that's their 3rd called timeout, so they may only have 2 left. And it's going to be, looks like a full timeout. So each team getting a chance to talk things over here. And for Camden, you got to shake that off. It's just one small play in what's still 11 minutes plus of basketball. They've been able to work their way back. Got it to with as close as 6 at 40-34. And now that dunk puts it back to an 8-point Middle Township advantage. So it'll be Camden to inbound on their defensive baseline as we're set to go. On the court for Camden, it's Pace, Franklin, Doctor, Thorpe, and Robinson, the starters back in there for Camden. For Middle, they go with the junior sub, just came in, Darian Hawkins, number 5. Morawski back in there, number 4. Perkins, 21. Moore, 0. And Daniel, 32 on the floor for Middle. Robinson left alone. Franklin is double team now. Robinson with the catch, gets it back now. Pace. Pace will use a screen. Morawski comes out to double team. Now Moore against Pace again. Jump stop in the paint. They're going to call travel. He picked it up before he took the jump stop, and that's why that jump led to the travel. So a Camden turnover there as they trail by 8. Keyshawn Franklin putting up some pressure. Thorpe will guard Hawkins closely. Thorpe, a tough defender. Franklin almost got the steal. Now it's 3-on-2 for Middle. They got numbers. Perkins tried to pass, but Franklin intercepts, and Daniel's going to get called for the foul. That's a big foul because that's his 3rd here with 2:47 left to go. Might have been better advised to let Franklin take that layup. That's the 3rd foul on Daniel. Alex Daniel, 32 for Middle, underneath the basket, has 3 fouls. Franklin will shoot 2. He's got 10 points, make it 11. 2 threes tonight for Keyshawn Franklin, the junior. In his season debut, he had 19 points for Camden, has a season high 33, a career high at Camden, and the win over Woodbury in the semifinals of the Camden County tournament. Franklin makes them both. He's got 5 this half, 12 in the game. And it's back to 6, the Middle lead. Perkins will grab a seat on the bench for Middle as they bring in Boisbeck, who inbounds wearing number 3 for Middle. Boisbeck, Moore, Hawkins. Franklin tried to steal it, got it away. Boisbeck dives, and I think Pace is going to get called for the foul as he dove on top of Boisbeck. So that'll be the 2nd personal on Alex Pace. First team foul here in quarter number 3. You can see, though, Camden has ramped up the defense here in this third quarter. Thorpe doubling the ball. Now Doctor with the steal. 1-on-2 for Doctor. He drives, misses. Franklin rebounds. Thorpe will get it back, and he'll drive. Floats it up, missed it. Robinson taps the rebound out to Franklin. Pace from the corner for three. Got it. Alex Pace has 11. His first points in the second half, and the middle lead is just 3. As you can sense, things starting to get a little tight here for middle. Daniel dribbling against Robinson. Mayor Vic Karstafen telling the crowd to get on their feet. Morawski against Doctor. Now Hawkins, guarded by Thorpe. Thorpe all over him. He dribbled it off his foot, backcourt. It's a backcourt violation. And you see at the bottom of your screen, Vic Karstafen getting the crowd hype. Turnover for middle, and I think Lamar Greer does not want to call timeout right now. He's only got 2 left, and I think he wants to save them for the 4th. Doctor looking inside to Robinson, who's hit. Moore's going to pick up the foul. I think that's going to be his 4th. That is correct. Moore's 4th, and that gets Perkins up off the bench. 21 Perkins will come in and take Moore's spot. Moore was really playing some great defense in this game, so him going to the bench is going to create a little bit of a defensive shortcoming for middle here as Robinson makes another free throw. 4 for 5 at the line for Robinson. He's got 8 now for Camden. Made another one. He's now 5 for 6 at the line. 9 points. Another sub and almost another turnover as Jaleo Wakefield has checked in, number 1 for middle. Here's Hawkins, guarded by Franklin. Robinson pokes it away from Perkins. No harm done from middle as Morawski tracks it down. Daniel, baseline drive. Left-hand shot is good. Alex Daniel, his first points of the second half. He's now with 12. 3-point advantage again for middle. Pace fakes the 3. Fakes again. Thorpe with the catch. Franklin catch and shoot 3. He got it. Oh, he missed it. Missed it heavy. That looked like it was lined up, but just missed it a little heavy. A minute left to go here in the quarter. Daniel wants it against Thorpe. Thorpe pokes it away. Thorpe is pushed. I think they're going to call the foul against Daniel. They are. Daniel was pushing Thorpe away from the ball. And I think we got a foul. We do. That's going to be 4 on Alex Daniel. So Daniel with 4, Moore with 4. 2 Middle Township starters, each with 4 fouls apiece. And we're going to have Tyreek Thorpe shooting 2 here. And the officials are talking something over. I don't know if they're talking about a breakaway foul or what. We'll see what they decipher here. Again, that's with the ball is Brian Kessler. The other 2 officials talking things over are going to be Jason Smith and Jordan Ablon. And I don't know if they're inbounding on the side, but that's 5 team fouls, so I don't know if that's, maybe they took the foul away. We're going to have to find out here in between quarters. Nevertheless, Camden with the ball down 3. Makai Hart has checked in for the high. Pace with it now. Gives it to Franklin in the corner. Perkins, and he's double teamed. Then he tried to lob it into Robinson. Good read by Morawski to break it up. Morawski, little hesitation into the paint, floats up. Can't get the finish, but Morawski will shoot 2. Nice little individual effort by Morawski. I'm not sure who that foul was on. It was either Doctor or Franklin. Morawski makes the first. His first trip to the line tonight. Had 14 all in the first half. Now with 15. He had 19 games in double figures this season. 4 games with 20 or more. Threatening to do that again as he's now got 16 with 26 seconds left here in the quarter. Hart across the timeline. Camden down 5. Hart and Franklin play catch. Now Franklin drives baseline, floats, and scores. Keyshawn Franklin with 7.5. He's got 14 in the game. And another turnover forced by great Camden defense as Doctor and Hart double-teamed Darian Hawkins, who just felt a little uncomfortable there and picked up his dribble way too early. Dribbled it then over the baseline, or pardon me, over the mid-court stripe. 7 seconds left to go. Pace with it. Pace gets it to Franklin. Franklin's going to have to hurry. 3 ball from Robinson. Rattles out. That'll do it for quarter number 3. Camden works its way back, though, as they trailed 36-22. They put up 21 in this quarter to get right back into it. We'll step away and come back with the final quarter after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 4th period. Timeout on the floor.
In this game, they say you can't travel, but we do it for them. Beating the buzzer, setting a screen, creating the comeback. Always keeping score. Play by play, season by season, year after year. And no matter where our seats are, we're always here with you. Because this isn't labor, it's love.
Back here inside Clarence Turner Gymnasium, 6:24 left to go. Middle Township back out front by 6. Camden tied it at 46 on a Mackay Hart 3-ball. But Middle has knocked down a couple threes of its own. The latest from Adam Boisbeck. And that has put Middle back up 6, 52-46. Middle with a called timeout. They're going to have to inbound it again after they passed it in. Camden cheerleader still on the floor waiting for them to clear off, and we'll be all set to go. Jason Smith, the referee, gives the thumbs up, and here we go. Middle gets it in. This is Wakefield, guarded by Thorpe. Pounds the right-hand dribble, now crosses over, gets into the paint, lobs it up, Perkins jams! Kanye Perkins with 9, and Middle's back up 8. Another great play call by Lamar Greer. Tyree Thorpe with the dribble. Robinson, Pace catches, but he's fouled. He tried to pass it to a wide-open Doctor. So that kind of worked against Camden there because Doctor would have had an easy layup, but Pace is fouled. First team foul here of the fourth quarter. They might have called Wakefield for that one, I'm not sure. Here's Pace. Thought about 3. Now Robinson will shoot the 3, missed it, heavy. And the rebound Middle. Nobody under the basket for Camden. They look along the baseline. Boisbeck against Franklin. Boisbeck serves it up, can't get it. Robinson catches and pulls down the board. Here's Thorpe. Thorpe back to Robinson. Thorpe again. Robinson, Pace. Pace feeds underneath Doctor. Another one falls off the rim for Camden. They've had some tough luck on some close shots. Robinson creates some traffic. Moore runs into him. Doctor to the basket. Jaden Doctor. He's got 11. And the lead is now 6 for Middle Township. Another steal here on the floor. Doctor grabs it. Gets it to Franklin. Franklin recovers the loose ball. Pace gives it to Robinson, who will try and go to the hole. He can't get it. Another one close in that Camden can't finish. Wabach trying to pivot away from Thorpe, and Thorpe's going to be called for the foul. That'll be 2 on Tyree Thorpe. Each team with 1 foul here in this fourth quarter. We're already 4:54 left. So this quarter has been moving. Alex Daniel comes back in for Middle Township with 4 fouls. Chase Moore goes to the bench with 4 fouls. Fans want to travel. Doctor tips it away from Morawski. Daniel inbound should be on the side. Camden putting up some relentless pressure here. They try and clear it out. They throw it to Wakefield. Wakefield catches against Pace. Gets it back from Daniel. Now leaves it for Daniel. Thorpe, a good defender, is right up in Daniel's grill. Morawski catches. Gives it to Perkins. Now Farrow. Farrow against Franklin. Picks up his dribble. Gives it to Daniel. Now Wakefield, again, no shot clock here in high school basketball. Pace with the swipe. Pace looks back and lays it in. Pace checked out the traffic. He's got 13. Wakefield with the catch, and then he loses the dribble. They're going to say last touch by Camden. Camden thinks it's a turnover their way, but the call will go to Middle Township, and then we've got an official telling security to please take care of a fan, and we will not resume play until the fan exits the game. Tim Jenkins, the athletic director, is going to go over there as well. And you got to applaud the officials for trying to keep everything in check rather than let it get out of hand. Again, our officials today, Jason Smith, Jordan Ablon, Brian Kessler. So we won't resume until the person that our official recognized leaves the building. Chase Moore returns for middle. Boisbeck will have a seat. He was an effective sub for middle as he's got 8 points. Moore double team. Franklin gets there. Moore picked up the dribble, now finds Farrow in the corner. Thought about 3, now drives baseline. Morawski with the catch. Pull up for 2. Morawski misses. Everyone flying to the boards. Franklin comes out with it to Pace. Pace, catch and shoot 3. Missed it. Rebound long to Farrow. Pace was open, couldn't get it to fall. Camden shooting just a little, betraying them a little bit tonight. Daniel in the corner. Farrow pulls up for 3. Franklin with the rebound. Camden will run. Franklin to Doctor. Doctor against 2. He scores and 1. Jaden Doctor having a great second half for Camden. Has pulled the high within 2 points. There's Doctor going to the hole. The foul's going to be on Michael Farrow. That's his second. That's the second team foul. And Doctor will shoot 1 here. Doctor having a huge half. He's got 8.5, 13 in the game. Jaden Doctor, his season high, career high is 18. He had 15 points in Camden's comeback win over Camden Catholic back on January 29th. He's played in 25 of 28 games, 2 for 3 at the line today, now 2 for 4. Robinson hustles for the rebound. Oh, he got it back, but threw it away, and Pace slipped trying to make the catch, and he pounds on the hardwood in frustration. Camden had an opportunity to tie it with 3:28. Tie or even take the lead, right, with a 3. So middle will resume with the ball. Moore and Perkins will bring it up. Ooh, he almost traveled. Moore with it inside the circle on the Panther logo. Gets it to Daniel. Daniel in traffic. Good look underneath. Farrow scores. He's got 5. The lead back to 4. Pace with the catch. Middle trying to survive. Pace into the paint. Steps. Little traffic there as Thorpe made the catch. I think Pace is trying to get it to Franklin. Now Doctor to Pace. Pace will drive the baseline. Get it to Robinson. Swatted away by Perkins. Here's Perkins again. Corner. Morawski. 3-ball. Dagger. Wow. Mason Morawski. He's got 16. He's got 7. He's got 19. 5 threes. 3 the other way from Pace. And it's a timeout, Camden. Timeout, Camden, as Pace knocks down his second 3 of the second half. He's got 16. It's a full timeout for Camden. We'll take a quick break, step away, and come back with more. You're watching Camden High basketball on BFA. Welcome back here inside Clarence Turner Gymnasium. Another classic game against these two teams, and really, when you look back the recent history, Middle Township has struggled here. 2024, losing by 25 in this very same sectional final. Last year, losing by 35 here in this very same gym, in this very same game, the South Jersey Group 2 final. So Middle with some players that were on that team last year, guys that have learned some lessons and playing inspired ball here against Camden. Camden fighting its way back, however. The High trailed by as much as 36-22 at half. They've scrapped their way back. They've outscored Middle in this second half. 21-10 in the third and doing a nice job here in the fourth. Daniel with the ball. He has 4 fouls. Number 0, Moore, he has 3 fouls. They tried to double team. Daniel got away, and his layup's no good, but Perkins with the putback. Perkins with 6 points here in the second half. He's got 11. Pace, double teamed. Gets it to Doctor. Doctor's 3. Oh, that's just heavy. Robinson rebounds. Goes back up. He can't get the floater. Franklin can't get the rebound, and Farrow pulls it down. Thorpe reaching in, and Thorpe gets the foul. Thorpe picks up his 3rd personal, just a second against Camden here in the fourth quarter, but maybe not a bad foul, because if you're trailing, you're going to need those fouls. You're going to need to put Middle at the free throw line. Daniel to trigger the inbound. Farrow with it against Franklin. Farrow picks up his dribble. Now Moore trying to get past Pace. Just gets across the timeline, loses the handle. Pace picks it up against Perkins. Pace to the hole, has it blocked. Thorpe couldn't get the rebound. Camden High fans can't believe it. Daniel looking baseline. Morawski layup, he got it. Morawski with 21. Pace for 3. He's hit on the elbow by Farrow. And that's huge for Camden. That shot did not go, but it's going to get Pace a chance to score some points with the clock not running. Alex Pace will shoot 3 free throws for the second time today. 8-point Middle Township edge. So these free throws crucial for Alex Pace. Scored his 1,000th career point against Eastside back on February 10th. 5 games with 30 or more points this season, including that career-high 51 against Eastside last Saturday in the quarterfinals as Camden blew away their city rivals 98-65. Pace now 5 for 5 at the line today. He's got 10 in the second half, 18 in the game. Camden down by 6. One more free throw for Alex Pace. Got it. So Pace 6 for 6 at the line. 19 points. And Middle to inbound. Chase Daniel will pull the trigger. Pardon me, Alex Daniel, not the quarterback, Chase Daniel. Moore to Daniel. Now Farrow with it. Morawski will hold, guarded by Franklin. Middle would be wise to hold on to the ball. Hart reaching in smartly, and I think Coach Harrigan was telling him, hey, we got a foul, and they do, as Hart reaches in. That's the first on Mekhi Hart. 3rd team foul for Camden. They're going to have to keep fouling. Jaden Doctor will come back in. Doctor, ferocious defender. He will take Mekhi Hart's spot. Daniel will throw it in to Perkins. Perkins guarded by Robinson. Pace will guard Moore. Moore gives it up to Morawski. He was open for 3, but smartly did not shoot it. Daniel guarded by Franklin. Daniel to the paint, lobs it up. The foul's on the floor before the alley-oop. So that'll be the 4th team foul against Camden. And I think that was against Franklin. That's his 2nd, 4th team foul for Camden. But they need those because you want to put Middle at the line. Perkins with the catch, and he's fouled immediately by Robinson. Robinson with just his 2nd, and that's going to put Kanye Perkins at the line for the first time tonight. Perkins with 11 points will shoot 2. Perkins scored 7 points with 6 rebounds in this game last year as he misses the first. So the best Middle can have is a 6-point advantage here if he can make the second. Middle putting no one in the free throw lane. Everybody back to defend. Perkins' second is good. So it's a 6-point advantage, 1 for 2 at the line. He's got 12, 1 minute left to go. Pace picks it up at midcourt. 3 ball from Pace. Off the window, and they'll take it. Alex Pace with his 4th 3 of the night, his 3rd in the second half, cuts the lead 2-3, 64-61. Full timeout for Camden here, and they're going to talk things over. Camden trailing by 3 here at home late. And it's been an interesting ride for Camden. Again, they had really a pretty good run through the NJSIAA South Jersey Group 2 tournament thus far, as they beat Cinnaminson by 50, beat Eastside by 33, and then beat Lower Cape May here on Tuesday 62-35. So talking things over here, they've got it. If they can't get a quick steal, it's got to be a foul, and you want to extend the game as much as possible. If you're middle, you want to get the ball in the hands of guys like Morawski, probably, and Daniel. Daniel's 2 for 2 at the line today. Perkins 1 for 2. Morawski 2 for 2. Chase Moore 0 for 1. On the floor for middle, number 4 Morawski, number 21 Perkins, number 32 Daniel, number 22 Farrow, and number 0 Moore. For Camden, it's Thorpe, Pace, Doctor, Robinson, and Franklin. Daniel trying to get it in. Pace quickly guards Moore. Moore picks up his dribble. In trouble. Oh, he traveled. He absolutely traveled, but he called timeout in the midst of traveling. And they're going to give them the timeout, and that's the last timeout for middle, I believe. I'll double check that if we can see it. No, middle has no more timeouts left. That was their last timeout. So middle with no timeouts remaining, Camden with 2. It looked like Moore got a little bit spooked there in the corner and may have traveled, but he was calling timeout in the midst of it, so they gave him the timeout. But Camden swarming defensively. You're going to see Doctor all over the place. You're going to see Thorpe all over the place. Pace with great quickness, and Robinson, Franklin. And we'll see who they bring in here. It looks like maybe, yeah, Thorpe is in there, so you'll see Tyree Thorpe out there. Nobody in real foul trouble for Camden. Thorpe has 3. That's the most. Middle Township has Moore and Daniel, who've both played here in the fourth quarter with 4 fouls apiece. Farrow has 3. Perkins just 2. Same players on the floor for both teams. And middle cannot run the baseline now after that inbound, because that was inbounded and then a timeout was called. So Daniel cannot run the floor. They throw it long for Moore, and it's going to go out of bounds. And Camden will inbound not where the ball went out of bounds. It was not touched. So Camden will inbound on the baseline here with 48.6 left to go. That's a bad mistake for middle. The last thing you want to do is throw that ball down the court like that and let it go out of bounds, where Camden gets it right back. Pace to pull the trigger. Hold on, we got a timeout. We got another opportunity. Officials again taking charge here of the crowd, of the situation, and they're going to ask somebody to leave. Jason Smith, our referee. We will wait until that gentleman is escorted out of the gym. Jordan Ablon, Brian Kessler, your officials. Doctor with the catch out near half court. Pace on the right, double team, tries to get away, pulls up for 3, missed it long. Rebound by Moore, and they foul him right away. Doctor calling for a jump ball, but it's going to be a foul against Camden. Jaden Doctor picks up the personal. That's his second. That's the 5th. Of course, Camden with more than 5 fouls here in the fourth quarter. So it puts Moore at the line shooting 2. 0 for 1 today. He has 6 points. Moore enters tonight with 5 straight games in double figures. And he has 20 games in double figures this season. 38 in his career. He's played in all 28 games for middle this year. Made 1 of 2, so he's 1 for 3 at the line tonight. 7 points. Camden down 4. Doctor in a hurry gets it to Franklin. Franklin back to Doctor. Doctor will drive. He's bumped. Leaves it for Franklin for 3. Hit it. Keyshawn Franklin's 3 is good, and Camden calls timeout. Franklin has 2 threes this quarter. He's got 10 points in this quarter for 17 and Camden is within a point. That's a 30-second timeout for the High. And now you got to keep up this same philosophy. Let Middle get it in, and you got to foul quickly. I think both teams now with zero timeouts, according to what I'm seeing from our officials indicating on the floor. Here's another look. Doctor smartly drove. Franklin got himself open, and they kicked it out for Keyshawn Franklin, who came into today with 31 threes made. He's made 3 of them today, giving him 34 this season. Franklin has averaged almost 20 points a game in Camden's last 6 games on the season, averaging 16.9 points per game. So he's raised his game a level here in the state tournament as well as the Camden County tournament. Pace, Thorpe, Dr. Robinson, and Franklin on the floor for Camden. Daniel having trouble getting it in. They get it to Morowski. He's double teamed quickly in the corner. Back to Daniel. Now Perkins, and they foul him quickly. See if they give it to Pace or Doctor. They're going to give it to Alex Pace. That's his 3rd. And it'll put Kanye Perkins at the line. 1 for 2 tonight. He's got 7 points in the second half. 12 in the game. Perkins first, missed it. Camden fans on their feet on the baseline. Student section geared up. Perkins will shoot another. Got that one. So both times Perkins has been to the line here, 1 for 2 each time. It's a 2-point advantage with 20 seconds left to go. Doctor to Pace. Pace penetrates, kicks it out. Oh, he threw it away. Pace lost the handle and threw it away. Camden had a chance to tie or take the lead, but Pace got hung up in the paint and threw it away. Now it'll be Middle to inbound. Camden with the D. They're going to foul quickly if they can't get the steal. They don't get the steal. Daniel cuts loose. Daniel in the corner to Morowski. Doctor fouls him quickly with 6.9 seconds left to go. Jaden Doctor gets the foul. That's his 3rd. And now for Morowski, these might be the biggest 2 free throws of his life. Calmly knocks down the first. 3 for 3 tonight. He's made 5 threes in this game. Huge shot here. Missed it. 6 seconds left. Here's Pace. Camden's got to get a 3 to tie it for 3. Oh, it off the backboard. No good. That's going to do it. Middle Township has come in here and shocked Camden High School 67-64. And it's been a long process for Middle Township. As Middle, coached by Lamar Greer, comes in here and pulls off the stunner. There's a 3 by Morowski there in the corner. He was huge tonight. And you've got to just be impressed with the way Middle came in here and took this one. Now, all season long, Middle Township's coach, Lamar Greer, talked about how they have played a tough schedule and how that was going to help them in the state tournament. And they, went out and played a lot of different teams. They went up to Elizabeth last week or so ago before the tournament started. They lost up there, and at the time, Elizabeth was the number 16th ranked team in the state, according to NJ.com. They played a lot of competition like that, but they didn't really win any of those games, right? They played a lot of tough games and didn't really win any of them. Finally, today, they come in the most difficult of environments. They come in here and they knock off Camden High School by the final score of 67-64. Amazing game. Amazing season for Camden. They come up a little bit short here tonight, but a furious comeback. They trailed by 14 at the half. Were able to get it, tie it up late. Just couldn't get that last shot to fall. But really, I think what kind of haunted Camden today, they missed a lot of easy shots in the first half. A lot of layups that spilled out, threes that just kind of popped loose. So it was just a tough night for Camden High School. Not their night, not really what they had in mind. But for Camden, they finished the year 18-11. They win the, they get to the sectional final, and it's a tough loss for Camden. And give again Middle Township credit. This is the third year in a row they've played here at Camden in this game. Finally, they climb the mountain and then get to the summit and knock off Camden High School. So the final score, once again, Middle Township 67, Camden 64. We want to thank everybody for watching all season long as Camden High School here on BFA Sports. Our executive producer is Doug Stasek. Our producer today was David Virgilio. Our cameraman Charles Hope, Pat Rush, Jaden Abrams. We want to thank all those guys and the rest of our great BFA crew all season long. I thank them for their assistance here at Camden. We want to thank Camden High School Athletic Director Tim Jenkins for his help as well. And we want to thank everyone here else along with Tim Jenkins at Camden High for all of their assistance during this winter season. So once again, the final, Middle Township 67, Camden 64. Middle advances to the New Jersey State semifinals next week. Camden is eliminated. That'll do it from Clarence Turner Gymnasium. My name's Mike Shute. Thanks for watching Camden High School basketball here on BFA Sports. Have a good night.